Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Vlogmas day 17, I think. If you saw yesterday's vlog, I had some technical difficulties, so I lost footage for a day and now we're a day behind. So I thought that I would do a fun little sit down video so that I could get caught up. So I posted on Instagram to leave any assumptions you have about me. I got a bunch! I can't even believe how many I got. Thank you so much. I assume you are a great coworker and very positive about other stylists. I would like to think so. I'm not like a jealous competitive type, especially when it comes to work. And I will always defend my fellow stylists, especially my coworkers. I remember my one coworker had this client that was giving her a hard time about her prices because we had a price increase. And she was like making these little like backhanded kind of like condescending comments. And I swooped right in there and I defended her. Oh my god, of course now someone's going by with a fucking snowblower. Great. Top quality content here. Nothing but the best. I assume you love some good coffee, share the Starbucks drink. I come from a whole family of coffee lovers. I've been drinking it since I was a kid and I just love it. But my Starbucks order, it depends. I will either get an iced coffee with like 2 pumps of cinnamon dulce and sweet cream cold foam on top, or I'll do 4 shots of espresso over ice with half and half if I like really need a caffeine kick. I assume you're a Scorpio. I am not, but what's funny about that is that my rising sign is Scorpio. That's supposed to be how you come across to people who don't really know you that well, kind of like your first impression. So it's pretty funny that you would assume that. But no, my sun sign is Gemini. I assume you love sushi. That is correct, I do. I assume you always wanted to do hair. And then on the opposite side, someone else said, I assume you didn't always want to be a cosmetologist. I didn't always think that I would become a hairstylist. I definitely always, for majority of my life, had a passion for the beauty field in general and always felt drawn to doing hair, but I didn't know that I was gonna actually do it as a career. I assume you can't be bothered what people think of you. I mean, for the most part, yes. I care more so about the people that I actually know and like people in my life. I obviously don't want my close friends and family to like think I'm a shitty person. But as far as like strangers, I know, like I'm never going to act fake or not be myself because I'm afraid of what people are gonna think. I assume you have quite a few pet peeves / get annoyed with people frequently. Yes. Whenever people ask me, whenever I'm doing a Q&A, like, what's your biggest pet peeve? I don't know. I have so many, which sounds so bad, but I don't know. I do get annoyed easily. I assume you hate pineapple on pizza. I have actually only had pineapple on pizza one time, and I wouldn't say that I liked it. I would never get it again, but I didn't hate it as much as I thought I would, surprisingly. I assume you have a large income from your job and YouTube combined. I mean, that's like a relative term. I wouldn't say it's like, I'm not like a millionaire over here or anything. I think that for someone my age and for like the area that I live in, I probably maybe make like a little bit more than average. I mean, I do okay for myself, but I'm not like super rich by any means. I assume you seem like an intimidating person, but you're actually very nice. Any comments?
You're polite.
I'm polite, yeah, but I'm not nice. I have definitely been told that I am intimidating. I've been told that many times, but I don't know. I don't get why. Like, I think somebody else also said something about, I assume you have resting bitch face. Yes, and I think that's why. When I'm doing something, I'm very focused and I'm very, like, I have tunnel vision all the time. So I might be focused on what I'm doing or I'm thinking about something else, and so I might have like a bitchy look on my face, but that doesn't mean that I'm like pissed off or in a bad mood, or, you know, like, I don't mean to be unapproachable, but I think that I'm a nice person. Like, anyone who has met me in real life, I'm pretty pleasant, and even if I am in a bad mood, like, you won't know. Like, I won't take it out on somebody that isn't very close to me. I assume you don't want to live with your boyfriend just yet. I mean, he's here pretty much all the time anyway. You don't ever leave, so.
That's not accurate. You get mad at me if I leave.
I'm joking.
You're always telling me like, when are you coming back? Oh my god.
I do like the fact that like this is just my place, and I like that feeling knowing that like I have full control and full say over everything, how I decorate, like I'm the one paying all my own bills, like that is a great feeling. But I like having him around, so I feel like we're easing into it. I'm not like ready yet. I need to hold on to the little bit of independence that I still have, you know? Oh, you're gonna laugh at this one. Come here. I assume you are super patient and kind and people are drawn to you.
I mean, you're patient relative to like a stick of dynamite or like a nuclear blast.
I hate cooking anything that's gonna take me more than like 15 minutes. I hate sitting in traffic. Like I hate being stuck behind slow people. I hate waiting for my clients to process. I feel like it depends on the situation. Like in some aspects I can be very patient, and then in others because I'm a very go, go, go. Like I pick things up quickly and I'm all about like getting things done as efficiently and quickly as possible. And I think it is true that people are drawn to me because even though I'm not like a super outgoing person, but I do feel like I make friends pretty easily, and it seems like people get comfortable with me really quick. I assume you don't want kids. I don't know. That's like 70% accurate, I guess. It depends on the day. Some days I'm like, absolutely not, don't ever want them, nope. And then other days I'm like, I don't know, maybe. But I never am like, I really want kids. Like, I've never been that kind of person. I assume you see yourself marrying your boyfriend. Where'd you go?
I don't know, you tell me.
I tell you! Bitch. I assume you took some kind of art class since you like doing hair. No, actually. I'm not good at drawing or painting or anything like that. I assume you find some of your clients annoying and want to do a client horror story, but they still go to you. That's really funny. No, actually. Anytime I have like a bad encounter with a client or they just are like really bothering me, I usually will just cut ties and then I will do a video about it. I mean, there's definitely some clients that I have that are like a little out there, and there's like funny stories that I would love to tell because they'd be really good, but I don't want to like infringe on their privacy. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't be right for me, but it's not anything bad. I assume you're really hard on yourself and you're a reliable person. I would say so, yeah, to an extent. I feel like we are all our worst critics, and I would say that I'm reliable unless you're one of my friends and you want to make plans to go out and it's cold and late and dark and I'd rather be at home in my sweatpants. I will probably cancel last minute on you, but that's a different story. I assume you're super nice, giving, but you don't tolerate no BS. Therefore, you limit the people you hang around. Yes. I assume you still struggle at not being nice to rude clients. You're still building up your backbone. Sort of, yeah. I feel like I'm getting better and better about that as time goes on. I don't really feel like I have rude clients. The only people that I have like rude encounters with really are the people who just like no show me or something like that, in which case I just block them and don't allow them to ever rebook again. I assume you will be a bit relieved once Vlogmas is over. Kind of, because it is a lot of hard work. But I think I'm also going to be kind of sad because it's been fun posting every day and just reading comments all the time and feeling like I'm getting this instant response. I definitely am going to need a little bit of a break once this is over. I assume you seem very outgoing, but you're actually pretty shy. Definitely true. I can't even tell you how many times I get told that people think that I'm an extrovert. And I think that that's hilarious. I'm like, wow, I'm a good actor then. I don't know, I can be outgoing, but it takes a lot out of me because naturally I am pretty shy and introverted. Actually, I don't know. I don't even know if I would say I'm shy anymore. I definitely used to be. I feel like as I get older, I'm not, but I am definitely more introverted. I assume you curse a lot. I would say that is probably true. I think I used to curse a lot more, but especially now, being in a field where I'm like working with people all the time, I've been trying to be more conscious not to curse as much. But yeah, I mean, in my personal life, for sure. I assume you enjoy organizing, running errands, cleaning, etc. I have to be in the mood for it. If I'm in the mood to do it, then yes, and I always feel so good afterwards, but I'm not like the most clean, organized person all the time. I assume you are not super into astrology. That couldn't be further from the truth. I don't talk about it really online, especially as much as some people do, but I love astrology. Would you agree with this? That I like have a pretty spot on record of like guessing people's astrology sign.
Yeah.
And if I can't like guess their exact sign, I always can at least tell like the element, like if they're an air sign, water sign, fire sign, earth sign, you know? I assume you have never smoked weed before and that you were a good teen.
What was it?
I assume you have never smoked weed before and that you were a good teen.
Super terrible influence.
Shut up. So I have smoked before, like several times, but I don't smoke regularly. Smoke in general is like so gross to me. But I was a good teen. Like I didn't get in trouble really. Like my parents were always just like very laid back and very open with me, so I wasn't like sneaking out of the house and lying to them and like doing all this crazy stuff. I assume you really miss hanging out with me at the gym. Oh my god, you have no idea. So Bailey owns a CrossFit gym in my area. We went to high school together too, and I was doing personal training with her at the beginning of the year, and then we had to stop because of Corona. I was literally just saying to my boyfriend the other day, I was like, you know what I want for Christmas? A year's worth of personal training with Bailey because I miss her. Miss you, Bailey. I assume you were vegan. No. I did like dairy free for like a little while just for like health purposes, but I've never tried being totally vegan. I assume you have been independent the majority of your life. Yeah, I would say that that is pretty accurate. I've always liked to do things by myself, figure things out by myself, have been totally comfortable just being alone. I assume you are the baddest bitch around. Thanks, Paige. I assume you are very religious. I can't tell if this is like supposed to be sarcastic or not. No, I am very much the opposite of that. Not that I have anything against religion or religious people. You gotta, you know, believe whatever you want to believe, do whatever feels good and right to you. I would never try to shove anything down anyone's throat, and I would hope that the feeling is mutual. I very much believe in simulation theory, and I always say anything is possible in a simulation. I assume you wish to travel a lot. I'd love to travel. Anytime I go anywhere, I always get a magnet from that place, and I'm trying to fill up my whole fridge with a bunch of magnets, and I can't wait for all this COVID stuff to end so that I can hopefully do that in the future. I assume you can sing. Not well. I assume you are a control freak. I can be about certain things. In general, I'd say I'm a pretty like go with the flow kind of person, but when it comes to like specifically things in my home, I am very much like, this needs to go here, this needs to go there. I assume you plan to stay in the town you're in forever. No, definitely not. Not that there's anything like wrong with the town that I live in. It's a nice area, but I wouldn't want to be here forever because I've lived here since I was like 9 or 10 years old, and I don't know. I'm not against staying in this state, but I definitely would like to move to a different area and just like change it up. I assume you aren't in a rush to get married. That is true. I mean, I would like to, like at some point in the foreseeable future, but I'm not like one of those people that's just like, I need to get married. That's never been me. I assume you are a super confident person. I would say so, yeah. I mean, I have my occasional insecurities just like anybody else, but I think in general, I am definitely confident. I assume you were spoiled growing up. I would say my parents, I guess, tried to spoil me as best they could, but we didn't have like a lot of money growing up. But I guess I was spoiled in the sense of like my parents always tried to like do things with us and like take us places and give us cool experiences, and if I ever like wanted to go hang out with friends or go to the movies or something like that, like they rarely said no unless there was like a legitimate good reason to, whereas I had a lot of friends where I feel like their parents were constantly telling them no and not letting them ever do anything. I assume you were crazy in high school and college, but now you like to stay in. I don't think I was ever crazy. I went through one like sort of crazy phase when I was in cosmetology school, but no, I pretty much always liked staying in, even in high school. In college, I literally went to one college party and I just sat on a couch the whole time, super uncomfortable, and just couldn't wait to leave. I assume you maintain a friendship with someone before you commit to dating them. Absolutely. I can't imagine, like, how do you get to know a person enough to know whether you want to be in a relationship with them romantically without becoming friends with them? Like, I feel like every relationship needs to start as a friendship first and have that as a foundation. Because like if the person you're with isn't your best friend, like what are you doing? I assume you're the mom friend in your group. Oh my god, no. Definitely not. I think that I'm like the voice of logic in some situations depending, but I'm not, like, I have no mom vibes. I am not a nurturing, caring kind of person. Now my battery's dying, so let's do one more. I assume you don't have a lot of girlfriends. This was true pretty much my whole entire life up until the last few years, because all the friends that I had growing up from like high school and stuff, a lot of them have moved away, they've gotten married, started families, so we're not nearly as close now. And now majority of my really close friends are people that I've met in cosmetology school. So now pretty much all of my friends, like the ones that I talk to on a regular basis anyway, and that I'd say I'm the closest with, are actually girls, which is weird because it was never like that up until, like I said, a couple years ago. So that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much to everyone who sent in your assumptions on Instagram. This was so fun. I definitely want to do this again in the future, and maybe I can get my boyfriend to join me and we can do something like this together. He's still not ready to be on camera, but he's getting there. We're getting closer. But that's gonna be it for this video. I will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 18. Bye.